In this video, we're going to look at the Application Performance Monitoring, or APM stream. APM has two main landing pages, the Services and Traces page. The Service page is where you'll go to get a summary view of the services in your stack. Request count, latency quantiles, error rate, and app decks give you a clear view of the performance and health of your deployment. A service map shows the linkages between services in your system. With cluster view, more active services by request count will appear more prominently on the page. Hovering over a service will show the request rate, max latency, and error rate of that service. And linkages between services will show these metrics for spans connecting the two services. Going back to the table view, let's click on one of the services. On the front-end service page, we see more fine-grained metrics which can be aggregated by resource or deployment. Latency can be viewed as a line chart with quantiles representing each line, or we can choose latency distribution to view at a glance where latencies lie. Clicking into a specific resource will show you additional details, including a span list, which you can further explore with the Traces view. At the top, you will have requests, errors, and latency metrics for the filtered spans. Click on any span to bring up the span and trace details, including labels and the flame graph. Spans of the same service will share the same color, and hovering over a span highlights the spans within its tree, making it easier to drill down into a single path. Analytics show the percent of total execution time, an approximation for CPU cycles, as a function of service or host. Over here we have span and trace duration percentiles relative to all spans and traces for the given resource. Now let's remove the resource filters applied and look at an unfiltered view of all ingested spans. There are many different labels that we can filter by, but for now let's say we're interested in recommendation service spans that took a longer time. We can filter by recommendation service and then open the duration facet to see the max value for this time range is 89 milliseconds. Given that, let's look at all spans that had a duration greater than 75 milliseconds. As expected, this trace is P99 for traces of the same resource. From the exact time percent analytics, we see that recommendation service was the greatest contributor to overall runtime. That's all for the APM stream. Take a look at our videos on the other streams, explore our demo yourself, or install your own copy with one click at kloudfuse.com.